there are people out there, and this video is for people who seem to get the end of the stick in life, the bad part of the stick, not the good part of the stick, but the bad part of the stick. There are people in life that get the really bad part of the stick. They get the shit end of the stick. What I mean by that is people are either from families that are so religious that if they come out as atheist or as gay or anything else that doesn't follow the religion, they get thrown out of the house, which is wrong, which is immorally wrong, which goes against God's law if you read the Bible. And there are people out there who have this mentality that certain relationships do not work, which is bullshit. Like, for example, James Carville, who is kind of a creepy, bald-headed liberal. I'm being honest, he does look creepy a little, but he's been married to Mary Madeline since 1993 and had 2 children with her, and she is a hardcore Reagan conservative. They're at each other's throats all the time when they're debating against each other, but they still love each other. You know why? Because their love for each other tramples the bullshit that they argue with each other about every day, which is politics. So, with that being said, any relationship can work. You just need to find the nuance level. The thing is, you could, like James Carville's relationship with his wife, you can have a liberal married to a conservative or dating a conservative, but there has to be a nuance. Just like you have an atheist dating a religious believer, or a religious believer dating an atheist, but there has to be a nuance. Here's the thing, these relationships can work, but there needs to be a nuance. Without the nuance, the relationships are doomed to fail. But as opposites may attract, sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes positives attract. It's not always opposites attract. Sometimes it's positives and positives. Perfect example. You can have a religious believer in a relationship with an atheist, and both of these people have the same values, except they don't share religion, which makes them both positives and not opposites, which means that is the person's better half. Same thing with, you could still have a liberal dating a conservative, and they may have the same exact values. Not all the same values, but most of the values are the same. That is the person's better half. See, that's the thing. In a relationship, you will not always agree. But sometimes not always opposites attract. Maybe sometimes it's positives attract. So with that being said, whatever it may be, whatever your future relationship may be, just remember, if you're an opposite, make sure there's a nuance level. But if you're a positive and most of your common core values you share with the other person are the same, you know you're that person's better half. This is how you understand relationships and how they work. But you will have those moments, even if you're the person's better half, you will have those moments where you're arguing over the stupidest shit in the world. But at the end of the day, you're still in that relationship with that person because you love them. That's all that's important, is that love that's there for that person. And if anybody tells you that love isn't an emotional feeling that all humans feel, they're stupid. They're uninformed. Because obviously they don't understand emotions.